Watch this!
We're just gonna do basic everything. We're gonna start with the basic blue deck. What this means is I can play one additional hand every time I'm in a round of poker. And we'll just start things off. In each round, or each ante, you have a small blind, a big blind, and the boss. That's the structure of it. There are 5 rounds and then a final boss. You also do have the opportunity to skip the blind. What that means is if I'm feeling strong, I'm feeling confident that I don't need to get the resources from this blind, I can skip it and get a bonus. So this will give me a better Joker card, which improves the quality of my score. I'm not going to do that here, even though I think this one is pretty good. I think we're just going to play out a hand so that you can get a sense of the gameplay. Incredible game, especially for a demo. Yeah, it has a lot of potential. So baseline, we draw 8 cards. We can either play a hand of up to 5 cards or discard up to 5 cards to draw for a new hand. So you can see right off the bat, I have like 2 pair queens and 8s. I can maybe consider sending back some of these cards to try and find the full house, for instance. I could go fishing for a straight. We're just looking to build poker hands right now. Or I could simply just play the queens and 8s and draw a new hand from that as well. You get 3 discards and you can play 5 hands. So for here, like aces are obviously valuable, but I still think I just want to go for a full house here. I didn't hit, but I've got a lot of options still. So you can hover over to view your deck, or you can click to see exactly what cards are remaining. I think at first this looks a little bit difficult to read, but like as you get more familiar with it, it's a lot easier to look at. Here, I kind of just want to play the 2 pair, and since these are all pretty reasonable cards, right? I have some straight potential here. I have a couple of high cards. I don't have to play a 5th card. So I can just play the 2 pair, accumulate my chips. My score to beat is 300. That's all I'm looking to do here. So 5, 6, 7. If we had those 8s back, we'd be really, really cooking. You can also sort by suit if you want to go fishing for a flush, for instance. I think what I'd like to do is maybe, I'm not likely to hit on this straight because I only have 2 8s left, right? I played the 2 8s with my pair. So I think I'm just going to go looking for the low end of the straight as well as something to make those aces a bit better. Sure. This should get us out of the round at least. Between that and like the pair of 5s that we already have. But we're not hitting the best hands right now. I've got 1 more discard left, so I might as well use it. What's the benefit of getting more points than required in a bet? That you don't. If you play fewer hands, though, you get more money coming out of it. So there is a benefit to just like dumping a big hand or completing the blind quickly. I think we can just go like this. Again, or I could look for a 6, but I'd need a 4. No, I think we just go like this and try and see if we can make these 5s a bit better. We did not. Let's play the junk and keep the high cards in case we need to go 1 more round. Which we do. Uh-oh. I think an ace high card is probably just enough, right? Copium. No, it's not. Pair of 10s will do it, though. Okay, this is my worst start yet. Oh no, Roffle found Balatro. Have you eaten the past 4 days? No, I just found it last night, so I haven't slept much, but I have eaten. Okay, so we get money out. You also do earn interest. So for every $5, you earn $1 at the end of a round. You have a shop here. We can buy a voucher, which is basically like a passive, kind of similar to a relic. You have planets that allow you to augment certain hand types. So you could increase the point value of a flush, as is the case here, or whatever poker hand you want to lean towards. You can stack your deck with standard cards. That puts more than the 52 cards in your deck your deck. There are also bonus cards, and then there are tarot cards that are kind of like potions. And then finally, the jokers. The jokers buff the amount of chips that you get, so it makes it easier to complete the blinds if you have good jokers. Which these aren't great, but if we do something like this, this is additional chips if your hand contains a pair. That would include 2 pair, that would include 4 of a kind, that would include 3 of a kind, full house. So anything that has a pair, even a flush, if you end up with like 2 5 of clubs, for instance, this will give you a benefit. So I think we're gonna buy this just so that we can not struggle as much as we did last round, because we weren't doing great. So here, again, we have the opportunity to skip the blind, but considering I barely won last round, I think we're just going to try and get some more money out of this one. So off the bat, we do have a pair, and we want to play towards having a pair. Well, if you skip the blind, you get a bonus, but you don't get any resources out of like the gameplay that you normally do. So you don't get money out of it, you don't get a chance to look at the shop again, so you don't make your deck stronger, other than the bonus that you get.
Wow, this Slay the Spire mod really changes the game.
Yeah, the poker player is really something else, isn't it? All right, so let's make use of our discard here. Probably keep the ace and the king, especially since they're of the same suit, and we do have a heart hanging out here. Play 2 pair, or we could go fishing for a full house to play fewer hands, which I think is reasonable. I also do just have a flush now, so let's play that. We don't get the pair bonus, but actually maybe that is worth, just because kings and 6s are pretty good. And I think I just want to get rid of the 2 of diamonds here. So we get a bonus of 50 chips on top of what we're already scoring thanks to this joker. Okay, now we've got aces and 9s. I think we can send these back for looking for a full house here. Or just go with the 2 pair here. And then our final 2 pair. I think the single pair probably would have done it just because we're so close already. Like, we just need the 50 chips, but more chips, more good. Joker's putting in work, yeah. So as you accumulate jokers, you can get jokers that are multiplicative instead of just additive, and that's when your points really start to go a little crazy. So we could upgrade our straight flush, which is not something we're really playing towards with our joker right now. We could get a misprint, which is just kind of like a random multiplier somewhere. Or we could buy a pack of cards. I think we're just going to... just because it's in line, like every $5 matters. No, the joker is a permanent passive for every time you're scoring. And you can have up to 5 jokers at a time. I just want to make sure we beat the boss. Basically, you want your additive multipliers first and then your multiplicative ones at the end, because jokers apply from left to right. Alright, so as you can see, the clubs are debuffed. What this means is we can still play them, but they don't have a chip value. You can see normally the chip value is the number assigned to the card, or if it's a face card, it's just plus 10, 11 for aces. But because they're debuffed, we don't get any point value from them right now, which is a bummer. So I don't know. This hand is terrible for what we're trying to accomplish. We do have the potential for a straight draw if we're just looking for a 4. Maybe something like... I'd like to get rid of more than 2 cards. Could also just pitch all of the clubs, but that's a little bit risky. We're just kind of drawing bad hands right now. So I'm just going to discard this. We've got a reasonable straight draw here, which we could play, or we could work towards a full house. I think we can just play this hand, get some points on the board. No clubs involved, so it's pretty good. And we win. Thanks, Joker. So because we won that so quickly, we get additional money for each hand that we had remaining. So we get $4 as a result of just burning through that pretty quick. I don't think I want to be playing high cards. I could go for a suited option here, or I could just let the, again, interest for every $5. So right now I get $3 additional dollars. We could also skip this next blind so that we guarantee that an uncommon joker is in the shop. But we'll just play the game because playing the game is fun. So I've got a straight draw in addition to just having the 7s. Could also just play the 7s and the 5s so that I get the pair value and then retain just kind of an inside straight draw now. All we need is a jack. Or we just win in one hand again thanks to the misprint. So get $4 for winning quickly, $3 for the interest, giving us 10 additional dollars. You're really lucky is that Joker super OP. I think I'm just rolling high on the Joker is the main thing here. Okay, so the planet cards are the ones that increase the points that we get from each hand type. Or I could buy a pack that's going to have Joker cards in it. Which I'm not a huge fan of either of these because I do like discarding my hand, especially with how my starting hand has been. Let's open a Buffoon pack, which allows me to choose between one of 2 Jokers. Even cards, or that's the rank of the lowest card held in your hand to the multiplier. Double, in fact. Which, if I pay attention, can be good. So let's do that. And we can just go on to the next round. So here, if I wanted to skip, I would get an immediate $15. I already make pretty good money out of each round, so like that trade-off doesn't seem appealing to me here, right? So I've got 10s and 8s. What I could do is just discard these 2 because I want to have not low cards left in hand when I play out my hand. So in order to avoid that, what I can do is play these 5. Queen is my lowest card. That's going to add 20 to the multiplier. Which in turn blasts me off and gets me a lot of money. Ante is essentially the level. There are 5 levels, and then if you beat those 5, you face like the final boss to complete the run. Each 3 rounds is an ante, and antes get increasingly difficult. Create a tarot card if hand is played with $4 or less. I know I'm kind of rich. plus 80 chips if hand contains a 3 of a kind. So these actually stack. If I play a 3 of a kind, or even a full house, I get both of these, which seems kind of appealing to me. And then I can open a Celestial pack that'll have planet cards. Again, I just want to make, like, 25 is the cap for your interest. You can only make $5 in interest. You make $1 for every $5, so 25 is the cap. This will put me perfectly at the cap while potentially allowing me to upgrade either 3 of a kind or a full house, which is what I'm looking for right now. So I hit 3 of a kind. That's going to give me preference because of both the jokers and now this bonus for, like, working towards a 3 of a kind. The game is Balatro, and the demo is free to play on Steam right now. It'll be available on full release on the 20th. So I think with that, we want to keep the interest rolling over and hit the next round. All right, so our debuff is we can only play one hand type this round. What that means is if I play a pair, I'm only playing pairs for the rest of this. What I want to try and do, because again, I get bonuses for the 3 of a kind, I want to try and find as many 3 of a kinds as possible and just commit to that game plan. So I'm going to pitch everything that isn't the kings, basically. Here, I'm going to pitch everything that I don't have. Like, yes, I have a straight draw and a straight flush draw, but I would need to win in one hand with each of those. So, like, and I would need to actually hit them. We hit both. It's actually probably more points to do this, because this gets a bigger multiplier. This is probably just going to win the blind. So we get a lot of money off of this. Yeah. I think we won. We are quite rich. Our Joker, we don't have any, like, actual great scaling right now. We want something multiplicative with our Jokers, I think is the idea. Paintbrush is good. This gives me a permanent +1 hand size, which means I draw 9 cards instead of 8. That'll make it easier to find the 3 of a kinds and full houses that I'm looking for. Playing only one hand type is easy when you play one hand. True. Why 9s over kings? Again, it's because of the raised fist. Because by playing the 9s over the kings were the lowest card left in hand, which gave me a bigger multiplier. All right, and once again, we have $29, so we want to spend 4 here. We could get a tarot card. Or we could just open another planet pack, which I think I'm going to go with here. Planets, again, upgrade the 2-pair, which has some value with the Slide Joker. Flush, not so much. High card, not at all. So I think this is just the best option for me. So now when I play a 2-pair, I get a better chip return on that. So let's keep it going. Here we can skip to upgrade our high card by 3 levels, but I don't really like the idea of playing high card hands. Random Joker gives 0, yes. So we need to make 3,200 chips here. That hasn't been a problem. As long as we can hit a 3 of a kind, we are in business. Even play a full house here, which will give me a lot of points. It said I don't have a great multiplier, so I might actually just discard this. And now my low card is once again a queen for the sake of the raised fist, and we get an obscene amount of points. Skipping is always available. Sometimes the reason you would choose to skip is that the bonus outweighs your anticipated rewards from that combat or from that hand of poker. There are also some jokers that give you a bonus if you skip a lot. There's contextually it can make sense to skip pretty frequently. It's just a flat multiplier. Let's open a spectral pack. I don't actually know what a spectral pack does, but we'll look into it. Add a red seal to one selected card in your hand. That will re-trigger it, which means it scores its points twice. Skipping counts as a round? No, the rounds are only those rounds played. So there are some jokers that like increase based on the number of rounds played. So that would be the opposite. That would dissuade you from skipping a lot of times. 4 random enhanced cards. So I think I want this one just because it gives me a higher density of, like we're trying to hit threes of a kind. If I have 5 5s in my deck, that makes it easier to hit 3 5s, doesn't it? Well, there goes the 5. But now, like, we got 2 3s out of that. I have 6 3s in the deck, which is going to make it quite easy to hit. Like, we can look over here. I have 6 3s. I have 5 4s. That's going to make it easier to hit 3 of a kinds there. And then on top of that, like, the glass card has a bonus effect. It doubles the multiplier, but it can get destroyed when played. And here we get some benefits from the lucky card as well. Sometimes. So they're like upgraded versions of cards as well. This could also justify playing towards 4 of a kind. Because if I have 6 3s, that makes it easy to find 4 of a kind in 3s, right? And then I think I just buy this. Nah. I've got a good enough multiplier here. I just need to find something multiplicative for my scaling. Is $1 per hand played this run. So if I wanted to skip here, I'd get an immediate $13, which is a lot of money, but like, we'll just play it out for here. Okay, 4s and 3s are like a high priority because those I have a high density of. So let's look for them. I mean, I already have 3 4s. I can play a full house right now. Let's just go for it. Because we get the bonus cards as well. This one gives additional chips. That should be enough. I don't need to hit a 4 of a kind every time. All right, we are cooking right now. Straight is not something that we're really playing towards. Gains +2 multi if your hand contains 2 pair. Contains a 2 pair. Look, I just need to spend money because I have so much and like I'm not generating much interest right now. So we just want to play 2 pairs and full houses. Let's open a standard pack here. I guess just another glass card is good for like point scaling. Or we could just keep the 5 in hand for a multiplier in hand. But then that doesn't really play great with the raised fist here. So I think we just grab another glass card here. And then probably open an Arcana pack as well. Again, I'm just trying to spend my money. Currently, this game is in demo and it's free. I imagine it'll probably be a one-time cost once it fully releases in a couple weeks. This is one selected card into a wild card. We don't really care about suits right now. Gold card, we don't care about money. I could sell one of these to get a random joker. Or I could just convert one into a gold card. Let's do that. I forget what gold cards do. I think they, if you end the round with them in hand, you get money or something. All right, next round. So after we play a hand, 2 cards are discarded, but we've been just winning with a single hand, so it hasn't been that difficult. I've got a high density of 4s, right? I've still got 4 more 4s. But I think we still just get rid of the low-end cards. We want to finish out our pair of queens, look for a pair of something else. I've got a full house here. I think we can discard this to look for a better multiplier hand. I've got 1 discard left. I think this is a round winning hand already. So I think I'm supposed to play this at the back so that it actually applies the multiplier last. Easy. And we remain quite rich. We don't really benefit from playing against suits, so that's not great. This is this wants me to take more, or to take fewer skips. I don't want to skip because I want to increase the value of these pair of pants. I don't really care that much about tarot cards, so let's just buy these 2 packs and maybe consider re-rolling the shop. Again, we want to look for full house, 2 pair, 3 of a kind, and the 2 pair is good. Full house is probably better. Hey, welcome, Air Hater. I finally took your recommendation, and I cannot tell you how right you were. This game is a lot of fun. And then we can add another playing card to our deck so that we can more easily hit those full houses. Currently have 5 queens, so I think preference is towards the queen right now so that we can get queens more reliably. We deleted a 5 at some point, right? But I guess we gained another one. So either way, I think I want to increase the density of queens. And I've got plenty of money, so we can re-roll. Even cost, not great. I think we just keep this roll into the next round. I've been waiting for a good player to play this game. Well, you found a player. Polychrome Joker is really tempting because it gives a additional multiplier, but again, I want to scale the trousers. I don't know if it's worth, but I'm going to do it. Because I do need like a multiplicative scaling Joker at some point. We've got 3 queens already. Let's get rid of the low cards here. See if we can hit that full house. Got a couple more discards left. This is my first run on stream. I've played it. I didn't sleep much last night. All right, here's the... We've got the full house. I want a better low card for the raised fist here. I think a 10 is just fine. Let's see if we can get something that isn't a 3. Slightly better. Let's move these back. We want them to come after the... Can I do it like this? This would probably be wise, right? Because this could get me a plus 20, then this could multiply it by 2. Oh! Unlucky. Okay, I have to... I'm out of discards because I greeted that one a little bit for my low card. But that does allow me to scale the pair of pants again. So as long as I have 2 pair, it gets better. And this should be enough. Since the first round, that is the first time that we didn't just one-shot the blind. I've got a Nanner and a Fibonacci. 3s are at a high density. Let's buy these packs first since I have so much money, and then decide what I want to do here. Because if I hit like a lot of 2s or aces, 2s, 3s, 5s, and 8s, this might be worth working towards. Because like it'll hit for each... Ooh, hello. Yes. We take this, and I think that means I want to take the Fibonacci. Because I now have, what, like 7 3s? So if I hit 3s, I hit really big, especially with this one re-triggering twice, which will re-trigger the Fibonacci another time. So we can sell this Joker, buy this one, move it this way, even though it doesn't matter. And then we just really want to prioritize hitting 3s. Could convert to hearts, make a lucky card, or a steel card. I think we probably want to make the queen a lucky card, because again, we have a high density of queens. I'll miss you, Misprint. The Misprint carried pretty hard for a while. Queen is also not a Fibonacci card. What was it thinking? All right. No reason to reroll here. It's a lot of money, but money isn't my limiting factor. I think I want to, again, keep getting the pair of pants upgraded, which does also make me not want to necessarily win every time with the first hand. I don't know what to do here. This is too good. We could just play a 2 pair and scale the pants. We don't need money. I probably could have played the 9 just because there's no value in holding that right now. Let's get rid of everything that we don't have paired right now. Alright. This will give me money if it's left in hand, so we don't get a great raised fist multiplier, but we do get potential money off of it. We also, again, upgrade the Joker, which is now at a plus 10, which is very good. And we potentially get to scale it one more time. since I have a couple more discards. We've got 8s. Let's keep the 4. Just play the 3 of a kind. Or I could play the 2 pair. But I don't... Do I want the money or do I want the scaling? I think I would rather improve the pants. Just so that I can earn more points in future rounds. We hit on this 3 times, which is pretty good. Yeah, I agree, David. This game is this game has a lot of potential. I'm really excited for the release. But money, no. Do you see how much interest we get? An ace and a straight? No. Let's keep opening. Hello. Steel card. It's also a Fibonacci card. Tens and 8s aren't appealing as well, so it's I'm just trying to talk myself into taking the ace, but it's just the pick anyway. We could reroll here. See, like, I'm not super excited about the Sly Joker. Even the Raised Fist isn't fantastic. Ramen is multiplicative, which is good, but I discard a lot. I guess we could stop discarding so much and start playing more 2 pairs, and maybe that's a way to go about it. What if we sell this one? And buy the ramen. Put it on the back so that it multiplies. Let's go next round. This is... Oh, God. I didn't look at what the boss blind was. Every time we play a hand, we lose $1. So we do want to try and win with one hand if we can. I don't know. We have 2 pair already, though. So let's just do that. Play our 2 pair, scale the pants, keep the ramen clean, and then just lose a few dollars. Can the ramen go below 1x? I mean, not practically, because it's only losing 0.01% for each card that you discard, right? So it would take forever. Steam Workshop support for this game would be pretty awesome, so. I know the dev has been really active in the community too, so that's promising to see as well. Okay, we're gonna have to just take a discard here, I think. Keep the 3s and the aces. No reason to have the 9. We could play a flush, but it always hurts to see. 3s, I don't have another pair to go with it. I'm just, again, trying to increase the pants. And I have a high density of aces, so I'm pretty likely to hit there. Like, this is just a temporary measure for now anyway. Oh my god. Okay. Got one more discard. I think I'm just gonna take it. 4s. Like, I have 3 3s left in my deck, and 4 aces. I have to hit. That's frustrating. How many kings do I have left? Probably not very many. Yeah, I think I can just play a dead hand here. King high. It's like discarding, but I lose a hand played. that's a 4 of a kind, while retaining a pair. And queens are high value as well, so we should hit on another 2 pair eventually. I'm just bleeding cash though. Okay, well, I should have just drawn that hand from the start. I don't know what I was thinking. Welcome to the stream, Collie, and sorry about that unfortunate gamble. Okay, that was an expensive round, but we made it through. I think we need to start hoarding money for interest again. So this is what I was talking about earlier. You get a plus 20 multiplier, but you lose a multiplier for each round played. So this would like incentivize skips. Let's just keep our money and go to the next one. Skip here is reroll the boss blind. First hand is drawn face down is annoying. But I think I would still just like to keep the pair of pants rolling. So let's do that. We do kind of have this weird tension between the ramen and the pants. The pants want us to play more hands, the ramen doesn't, because playing more hands means we discard more hands. Just play our straight here. I don't really have great incentive to play the straight other than ace is a Fibonacci. Yeah, you can use the sword in to kind of isolate what cards are, even if they're face down. I think we still just take a discard here. And we hit a 2 pair. I'm gonna hold this, even though it's fewer points, for the sake of the $3 is a lot. Because I want to play multiple hands for the spare trousers anyway. Roffle, or ramen times pants tension, yeah. Same thing that happens every time I go to an all-you-can-eat ramen place. Let's discard these. And these, that was not at all what I was trying to accomplish here. Okay, this is fine. This should go at the back. Right? Yeah. Oh no, it's while it stays in hand. So what if I hold it? Would that be better? Because we're already getting the leveled up 2 pair once. But a full house is a lot of points. But this is a 1.5 multiplier. I don't know, I'm not here to do math. Yeah. We got our $3, we made it through the round. That's what matters. Give me money. These aren't great jokers. Just gonna open these. Earth is a full house. I need 2 pairs. Pair, 2 pair. Let's go to Uranus, chat. And this is going to put me below the threshold for max interest, but it's fine. Wow, this is foil and +3 multiplier. How are we doing on 5s? We've got 4 5s. That's the same as 6s or 8s and 6s, right? So we just take the 5 here because it's the best quality card. And on to the next round. Is a free spectral pack. That's tempting, but again, I want to get these pants going. They're kind of doing a lot of work now that they've been scaled so high. Just play a 2-pair here. Put this in the back. Oh, those are both Fibonacci numbers. Science. Good hand. Got 5s and 7s. Put this in the back. Both of these in the back. This might end up winning the hand. The round, but we get another pants upgrade. Boom. Allows straights to be made with gaps. Again, not really playing towards straights, nor am I playing towards flushes. I think we just buy another standard and Arcana pack. Puts us at the perfect threshold. We have one more shop after this next fight. All right, I think I have a high density of 4s, right? Is that better than just the 10 here? Probably not. Grab this. Wheel of Fortune. 1 into a lucky card. Diamonds, again, doesn't matter. Steel card. Steel card is pretty good for something that something like this king, where I don't have necessarily a lot of kings, so I'm not likely to play them as part of my 2-pair, but it is a good raised fist multiplier, so it's like it wants to stay in hand anyway. So I think a steel card on the king makes sense. Could also do a stone card, but let's do this. We need some multiplicative scaling, I think, outside of the ramen, since our jokers have been a little lackluster. All right, so all 9 of our first cards are going to be face down. So I think we just discard these. So this is an ace. Could be a 6 or a 5. This could be a 4 or a 5. I feel like this is a high probability of being a 2-pair. At least, right? One of these is likely to be a 5, isn't it? Boom. Good first hand. Still have 6 3s, so I think keeping the 3 makes sense. And start going fishing for queens. Two pair. Listen, it doesn't matter, but get rid of this because of the raised fist. I think that gets me out of the round. Jeez. Jupiter is flush. Oh my god. Okay, so we're going into the final round here. Permanently gain +1 hand per round. That's probably worth. And then we just like roll down on these, or we could open these. Let's roll once. 2, 3, 4, or 5. Could be good. I'm gonna roll again. I want something multiplicative other than the ramen again. I can roll one more time and still have enough money for these 2 packs. Gaps. No. Okay, we just buy these boosters. Enhances 2 selected cards to bonus cards. Okay. That gives me extra chips. Glass card. Creates a random joker. Creates up to 2 random planet cards. I could just give another queen and an ace a bonus effect. Because those are cards that I have, you know, again, high densities of. And ace is also a Fibonacci card, so that gets a lot of value. Destroy up to 2 cards. Steal card or random joker again. Could steal another king. I think we already have 1 steel king, right? That's a good multiplicative modifier. And works well with the raised fist as well. All right, it's boss time. $60K. And forces 1 card to be played no matter what. I could just play a 2 pair here. Two pair is almost as valuable as just a full house right now. But I think I just want to discard these because I want to keep the steel cards in hand for my first plays that I make. Got a reasonable chance to expect to hit a queen as well. Uh-oh. We're discarding this queen. Again, I want to keep the steel cards in hand. Those are a lot of points right now. This is my last discard, but... Okay, we hit. Whoop. Let's go here. That's 2 pair plus double steel card, triple steel card, and a raised fist on a king. This is a really good hand. Really should be. These are also double bonus. And double Fibonacci. All right, halfway there. Let's play a full house.
I'm confused why your chip scores aren't higher. You've got hundreds of jokers in chat right now.
True. True, but I think that they're actually, like, reducing the amount of points that I score. Boom! Free win on the first run of the day, too. That was fun.